Alright, how's it? We are going to make blogs with our Me 2.0 name, and this is going to help our careers in the future. And what you're going to first do is go to blogger.com, and then you're going to use your Me 2.0 name that was approved. And so for me, I'm just going to make one up. Photography. If I'm going to be a photographer, I'm going to just choose Photography Aspire. You have to make sure that it is available. For your title, put the same thing, but go ahead and capitalize like words. Put them together, the two words together, so it's the same, but capitalize the difference of the words. Once that's done, choose picture window for now, just to get you started, and then hit create blog. Okay, once your blog is done, go ahead. It'll show up like right here. You're gonna go ahead and click on. You can go ahead and hit overview, and this basically will show you your page views and all this stuff. Right now, we're not going to be doing the benefits of social blogging for Google Plus. Now, if you go to your, let's go to template first, template, and then go up to customize. We're going to customize our template. First thing what we're going to do is we have picture window. If you do want something different, the only other one your option is simple. We are basically going for a more simple theme. This isn't supposed to be like all snazzy and cool looking. It's supposed to be our content needs to be the main feature, not the background and things. If you use picture window, you can use like one of these backgrounds, but you need to take out the background picture if there is one. So in this case, you can go to background and then remove image and then hit OK, and then you can choose a theme or color that you want to choose for that. So in this case, and then for your background, again, don't use any of these features that are in there. Okay, so again, we have our template, we have our backgrounds. Sometimes it's not good to use a darker theme. People may think you have a darker look. Photography may be okay. It usually has that general sense, but usually you want a lighter color and theme for that. So if you want to change your background color, you can do that here in advanced. So if you go here to advanced and then you go to backgrounds, you can choose more of a lighter, happier color that will hopefully reflect a more positive vibe. You can also change the headers and the post backgrounds. Just make sure they're contrasting colors. So notice if I have a light background, my font here should be darker. Okay, so you want to choose like a more darker. I wouldn't choose this block. The block looks kind of weird looking, so I wouldn't choose that blocks. I would keep it the same color as your blog. Okay, so I would actually cancel that. So I would clear advance, maybe choose a more lighter, happier color, and then choose your other things. But again, make sure the colors look well and that they flow well together, and that they're contrasting colors. They're very easily to see. Okay. You can also change your link color, the blog title. Again, maybe something more darker, contrasting, just something that looks good. For your font, you can choose your font, but don't choose font that looks too weird to see. Like that looks good. Curiosity, that looks good, but something like this, crafty, like that's too girly and too hard to read. Okay, that one's too fun. We're not trying to make fun blogs right now. We're trying to make professional blogs that will get us jobs. Okay, so choose something that's more professional, and you can go ahead and bold that if you like, or unbold it. It's up to you. Font size, if it's a really long name, you might want to shorten it. If it's a bigger name, you might want to make it bigger. It's up to you. What you think looks good for that. So again, there's other things that you can customize, so you can go through it if you want. I'm going to stop there right now. Make sure when you go under layout, you choose this one so that we move our gadgets to the left side here like that. And that one looks good. And you can also adjust the width. For the entire blog, go ahead and put in 900, and for the left sidebar, we'll put in 240. Okay. Alright, so now we should be good to go with our backgrounds and our blog. So I'm going to hit apply to blog, and then I'm going to hit back to blogger. Now, when you do have your own blogs and stuff, you may want to check out some of these dynamic views, especially if you have a photo blog or a personal blog. You have some really cool dynamic views and things you can use. If you know HTML, you can do some really crazy stuff with HTML to personalize it just the way you want to. Let's go up here to our settings, and then notice we have our title here for a description. Okay. This is kind of like what we're making, okay? And so we're going to use the same type of phrase for our subtitle. So people basically can just read that and know what our blog is about. So for our description, you're going to put your name. So if your name is Joe Kim's journey towards becoming a hardworking, influential physician, or in my case, photographer, right? And then I would save my changes, okay? And that's correct. It's public, that's correct. There's my blog address, that's correct. In case you need to change that in the future. So even if you make a blog and let's say you graduate from high school and you still want to use this, but you're no longer a photographer, you want to go into video, but you still want to keep your blog, you could change that, you know, Video Aspire. There's my authors and my readers. Next, go to posts and comments. Posts, I'm going to show just one post because I want it to be more like a website look, not like a blog look. Everything else looks good. Who can comment? Yep, registered users. Everything else looks good. So make sure you hit save changes on the right top right side. Then you can go, everything else, the default should be fine. So next we're going to go into our layout. Okay, and so in our layout you'll see this is a grid of how it'll look like for our gadgets and so on. What you're going to do is for this navigation bar, you're going to hit edit, and actually we're going to remove that so you get that off. Actually, before I'll show you what it looks like. If I hit preview, okay, in the top right there's a preview button. This is what it looks like, and see there's this bar on top. I don't really want that bar, okay? Remember, I want to make this look professional looking. So I don't want to be, and it's not, so basically go here, just click off, hit save. If you want to, and now when I hit save arrangements, and then I go back to my preview, see it's gone now, looks a little bit better, okay? So make sure you have a picture there, it has the about me, that all looks good. Blog archive, we won't be using that, so if you do have that gadget there, you can just hit edit, and then you can hit remove, and then hit OK, and then you can hit save. Okay, so that's all we're going to do for now. Later we're going to do a lot more in our gadget layout. Right now you're going to go to pages, and in pages it's default don't show. We're actually going to show them, so put top tabs, okay? And then you're going to hit new page and then blank page, and we're just going to type in about. So we're going to make the page called about, and then hit publish, and then the next page is going to be called resume. And we're going to publish that one as well. Okay? So that's what we're going to do now for our pages that will look at the top like this. We also need plan. Notice I forgot to put plan on there. So new page, blank page, and page title, plan, and I'm going to publish. And we'll add the content in there later. Now if it's out of order, no problem. You just click and drag it in the order it should be. So it should be home, about, plan, resume. So home, about, plan, resume. Got it. And show pages as, make sure it says top tabs. And you have to hit top right and save arrangements for that to keep it. Just go to my site. aspire.blogspot.com. It should show up. I have my information. Later we'll be adding more to it, but for now we're good to go. What do you get when sheep do karate? You get lamb. Chop, chop, chop. Hiya!